For the position of Division Director, nominated candidate Division E, Lal Xavier. Would you like to begin with an opening statement or shall we proceed directly to the questions?
We'll start with the opening statement.
Yes, please.
Good evening. I stand before you not just to speak, but just to step forward at a time when it really matters. I am someone who thrives on challenges. Decades back, I quit a secure job in a leading IT company and pursued entrepreneurship, and which has taken me through many phases. And each phase tested me, shaped me, and has strengthened my belief that you grow when you step into the unknown. I'm someone, for some reason, who does not settle for a comfortable zone. I keep pushing boundaries. I somehow take up seemingly challenging tasks and find a lot of pressure in finding a way forward. In fact, the best in me comes out when I'm pushed to the corner, when the stakes are high and the path is uncertain. To me, my division today is at such a moment. We have many challenges. I see opportunities. I see a chance to rebuild the uh, the momentum, a chance to strengthen our foundation and to move forward with a renewed energy. And that's why I'm stepping in once again. And this is my second innings as the division director. Thank you.
Okay. So, how will you ensure consistent quality across clubs at different stages of growth?
Well, I'm a firm believer that the crux of this movement is at the club meetings. That is where the magic happens. And I always advocate to the point that stress should be always given to ensure that the club meetings are enriching, lively. And one of the simple methods which I have seen, because I have taken up the VP education roles many a times, a couple of times, is to ensure that we have three prepared speeches. If you have three prepared speeches in a 2 hours program, it is a full meal, it's a whole meal, people feel very, very much satisfied. So my focus would be to see that, along with the area governors, area directors, and the club officials to see and try and see if we could target three prepared speeches for every meeting. And I firmly believe once we can start doing that, everything will fall in place. So my focus would be for that.
Okay, thank you for that. If a club continues to struggle despite support, how will you balance support with accountability?
Well, one of the main reasons I feel, at times, people at the XCOM level are not the ones who actually are committed and dedicated. You pull in someone just to fill up the post, and that's where the whole problem arises. Maybe that is something which we need to look into in one aspect. And that is exactly where, the area governors or area directors, I've been an old timer. That's why it comes up, area governor, division governor, and things like that. So area directors and the assistants, and of course, the division director also has a role to play in. As I said, to ensure three speeches at times would require the help of the neighboring clubs as well. At times would require the area director himself going and giving that speech at the last moment. So I think the crux is to see a plan, and this is something which you can easily plan to a very large extent. When I was a vice president education of my club, I always had a ready-made speech with me, just in case if I have to use it at the last moment. So I think with planning, this can be implemented.
Okay. So, how do you develop your area directors to build strong relationships with clubs?
In fact, we are since there are no other candidates for this post, we have already started looking for people who are passionate enough. And that is something we have started this exercise much early, along with the present trio. We have already started this process of identifying area governors area directors who are passionate about this program, as well as will be able to spare some time for this. right? It need not be exceptional people, I would say, but people who are ready, committed, and ready to spare the time. And that is what our main focus will be while selecting the area directors.